The HMO market now generates 6.3 billion in rental income. Who knew it was so big? Well, that's why I thought I'd analyse this HMO deal, because landlords now have to be thinking about getting more income because of all the tax on the properties, the yields that they're getting as a single let, despite all of these rental revenues. And now the clever investors are investing in HMOs. This is in Liverpool area, L13, on the market for 250. It is ready made, ready to go. Let's take a quick look around. So this is the kitchen, looks brand new. This is a bedroom, looks like a brand new, and a bathroom, and another bedroom, another kitchen. So let's have a quick look at the floor plan, because that gives you quite a good idea of the HMO and the strength of the HMO. There are quite a few en-suites, which is fantastic, all the way in this room, this room, this room, and at the back there, this room there, and this room there, obviously share a bathroom. I'm trying to look as to where that bathroom might be. Oh, that's not an ensuite. It says an ensuite, but I think that can be used by everybody else. So that's it. And again, that one there, no, that is an ensuite. So what you've got is two kitchens, which is a bit odd. Check with your mortgage provider that you're happy to have two kitchens. You've always got to look at the Pacific HMO and match it to a lender. It's not as simple as a vanilla buy-to-let mortgage. It's slightly more complicated. This is 7 bedrooms. This is going to take you into a sui generis planning to make sure it has the right planning, and therefore you will have to get the right mortgage. You could potentially commercially value this. I'm thinking you might get 40 grand a year out of this on a rent roll. If you get 40 grand out of this on a rent roll, this property could be worth somewhere around 330-ish, I would have thought. Now, it could be a little bit higher, a little bit lower. I'm not quite sure of all the, what the rooms are like in terms of, I haven't done a deep dive into the area, which I would suggest you do if you're thinking of this property. Because as you can see, some of the rooms, a little bit tight and a little bit of garden as well. Low maintenance. Obviously, you've got to keep this hedge sorted. Come back to the price at 250. You don't really have to do much to it. It's always a bit suspicious to me as to why people are selling empty HMOs. Well, surely you should be filling it, getting some income in, because any new buyer is going to be an HMO buyer, still wants tenants. Surely. I don't know. But that surprises me. So always think about that too. Therefore, is this a good investment? Well, 250, and it could be worth quite quickly 300, 330. So therefore, you are getting a little bit of a snip, I think, for this area. I'm not 100% sure what the yield-based valuation is going to be, but I'm thinking you're going to be making 40 grand out of it again as a cash flow. Are you going to make 1.5 grand, 2 grand out of this? Potentially, because the capital values are low, the yields are good. And therefore, this, again, could be a reasonable investment because of that purchase price. I think it is priced to sell. If you want an HMO set up for yourself, then my business Cohabit Homes does this for you. It does it in the south of England, and therefore you get good capital values, good appreciation, the ability to recycle your cash, and therefore also a good cash flow. We do the whole thing for you. So I don't like buying ready-made HMOs. I like to create HMOs. I've done loads myself. So therefore, if you're interested, get in contact with me.